Good morning, everyone. Thanks for dropping in the Agent Accelerator Bootcamp this morning. We're going to go over some free stuff that can change your business. So a lot of times we get caught up in shiny new objects and spending money and making sure that we can get more clients, right? Well, when we get clients, oftentimes we lose track of them. So some of these tools are going to be for maintaining your database and maintaining your to-do lists and maintaining your day-to-day stuff that many of you and many of us in general continue to lose track of. So the first tool that I'm going to show you is called Todoist, and this is something that I absolutely live by. I put things on here that are work-oriented, that are life-oriented, that are, it's really an entire life manager. So it's something that I truly enjoy using, and there's some really cool options that are built into the free version of this, and I only use the free version. I do not use the paid version. So let's jump in and I'll show you my screen here. Share. All right, so this is Todoist. So it is basically a to-do list. I had heard about this from one of the books I read on productivity. This is an absolute dynamite tool. So it's basically a free app that you can download on your phone and on your computer. So it syncs together, which is fantastic. It allows you to create as many lists on the go as you want, but it gives you due dates and a whole bunch of other things. So as you can see here, these are my daily lists. So I have these every single day. It pops up with these. And if I don't finish them, it tells me I didn't finish them, and then I reschedule them for that day. So what it can do is you can schedule for any kind of day combination that you want. So if you want something to pop up on a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, you could put it in here for every Monday or every Tuesday or every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. It's just a fantastic scheduling tool. And then the ability to have it on your phone as well is awesome. So creating stuff is super simple. You're able to save some things to your favorites. So I have this massive list that's called video ideas. So in this list, I have just an ongoing running idea of what videos I want to create, whether they're short-term or short-form content or long-form content. It's a really just a way to create this awesome like to-do list that gets you going every single day. So I've already done my top priority stuff today too. So there's a way to set priorities. So if you just click into one of your tools, you can add subtasks, you can type out a description for it. If you set the priority, it has 4 different priority levels. So I set all of my creating videos as priority 2, all of my personal daily stuff, working out, watching. I have a video that I watch every single day. It is a, I put that one as priority 1. So they're just things that are daily in here as priority 1. And then all my videos and where to post them are video priority 2. And then I've got my priority 4 stuff, which is the daily stuff. And then every once in a while, I'll mix in some priority 3 stuff. It's not one that I use often, but you can see in my video ideas here that some of them are priority 3, which is the blue. The collaborative to-do lists, so this allows you to, if you have, like I have my admin assistant, and she is a collaborative, or the person on the collaborative to-do list. So I'm able to share the app. So it's a free app, and I'm able to communicate through the app with someone else. So I'm able to create these awesome lists of things to do in the collaborative to-do list, and then I share it. So I'm able to share it with Brandy on the daily. So like I want her to create a link tree for me. So then I'm able to assign that to her, or I can assign it to myself, and then it will pop up in my feed as well. You can create deadlines on this stuff. So you're able to put in here due date. So you click the due date, and you can click whatever date you want it done by in there. And then it will show up on that day on that person's to-do list. So when you're in today in the scheduling part, you're able to see that would pop up in this list then for that day. So I'm able to create, again, favorites lists or projects. So the free version only allows you 5 projects, but 5 projects is a lot to be working on at one time. So you're able to kind of work through that and be able to utilize that. The app on your phone is fantastic. It looks just like this. You're able to check the boxes and all of that stuff. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you could pop them in the chat box there, or raise your hand, or either way works for me. I just want to make sure that I'm helping you guys as best I can, and we can go from there. All right, so let's see. All right, so it looks like we've got about 10 people in here, which is awesome. So if you missed the intro, welcome. We just went through the app called Todoist, which is an app that is basically a to-do list, and that's what I was explaining. My next free tool that I want to share with you, if you guys don't have any questions about Todoist, what I can do for you is, each of you that attended, what I can do is I'll send a link to Todoist. So Brandy, if you want to write that down for me, or I can add it to my to-do list here. We'll go add task, and we're going to say send link to Todoist to all attendees of the webinar. And we'll click add task. Now I've got that in there, so now I will not forget to do that. All right, this actually is very helpful for me with my ADD too. It keeps me on track, keeps me clicking and through the day. So the next thing I want to share is a video tool, or actually we're going to go with a way to organize your video content. So again, with those that list of Todoist things, that's awesome. It's just a list though. So this is my way, and this is a Jason Frazier special. So those of you that have seen me post some of his stuff, he is a fantastic marketer, and I've had him on as a guest before, and I have that video, I believe, on YouTube now, and we can get that link to you if you want it. Just go ahead and ask me for it. But he breaks down a bunch of different marketing ideas and stuff like that. But this is his idea and plan for breaking out all of your content. So his is a little bit more in depth than mine, and he, as a marketer, breaks down how he does each and everything, and he just pushes it through. But it's just basically a format on Trello. So Trello is also a free tool. I can share this template with you if you want. This is a way for him to, or a way for me to break it all down. So I've got content, sources, opinion, curation, elementary, show me, people, intelligence, products and services, process, origins, and specifics. So those are all just different kinds of functioning stuff. So, and I've got a description here of each one. But the content sources breaks down news, newsletters, social. So we can pull content sources. We can pull newsletters and news articles from different sources, and we can pull them in and create different content for ourselves. Because really, what is content except regurgitating other content that you've seen, or a book that you've read, or something along those lines? It's not really, you don't have to come up with your own content all the time. And that's what this is allowing me to do, is when I see a cool video that I want to copy, I'm able to write these things down and create different things. Brandy is going to go ahead and create a list of the links to all of these resources at the end of the session. We'll get that out to you. So with that, we've got the different buckets of content. So we've got general, transaction level information, buyer education, agent education, recruiting, basic information, events, local information, and motivation, inspiration. So these are all the different main categories that I use in my marketing to guide my content. So as you can see, we've got a couple different ones here. So the 50 basis points hike, I need to, what does it even mean, right? Like what's the disadvantage or advantage of a 50 basis points hike? So that's under general, buyer education, and agent education, because I think that helps all people to understand kind of what's going on. So then I am going to put it in the core section. So that's going to be in specifics, because obviously I'm breaking down something very specific and I want to make sure that that gets across. All the channels. So I'm going to put this on all of my channels when this video is done. And we're going to break it down, whether we break it down to 1-minute content for TikTok, or we even put it in a YouTube short for 15 seconds and split it up of important different pieces. We can put it all on, you can put it on all of the social media sections, because it would help with that. So that's Trello. This is also a way to organize your transactions. And if you don't have a CRM system, this is a great way to do it. So you could put down all of your leads in one section, and then you can create cards for them. You can create cards for them. So like this card, I can just slide and drop it over. So what you could do is create all of your leads over here, the ones that are pre-qualified, the ones that are out shopping, the ones that are out looking, and you could do another one for your listing leads as well. So you've got your listing leads, you've got a meeting scheduled or had a phone call or any of those things. So it just helps you organize different things. Again, I use it for content because I do have a CRM system, but you're able to just break all that down and use it kind of as a CRM. And again, the best part is it's free. So that's a fantastic tool as well. So now we're going to jump into video. So one of the video tools that I use the most is StreamYard. And this is a fantastic system that is like, I've just been super impressed with its ability to do what it says it's going to do. So this tool allows you to go live on many different channels all at the same time. So you're able to go live on Facebook and different accounts. So I've gone live in different groups. I've gone live in on my Facebook page, on the YouTube page, all at the same time. So it brings all of your accounts together. So you don't have to download, share, upload, that kind of thing. You're able to create live content through all of these different social networks. The other aspect of it is you can use it as a video production tool. So it allows you to create cool effects and different things like that. So I'm going to just show you a little brief look into StreamYard because it can get extensive. There's a lot of tools in here, and I do have a paid version of it. I just did the upgrade and it's very affordable. I can't really remember exactly what the cost is, but it's definitely worth the slight upgrade. But the free version works just fine. So we're going to go to create broadcast and we're going to go to new broadcast. And so this allows you to broadcast to any of these things. So I'm able to go, oh, I guess I do have the free version. So on the free version, you're only able to upgrade to 3 destinations at the same time. So that is one of the handicaps of the free version. So I could go on my personal page, on my business page, and in a group all at the same time. And then I could go on YouTube if I wanted to as well. So just kind of changing those up. Type in a title. And then the description is what would be posted onto your social media network. So we won't actually go live just because for obvious reasons. But you can also schedule it for later too. So you can schedule Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And I did have my LinkedIn connected here, but I definitely have to reconnect that. So we're going to click go ahead and customize for each destination. We're going to create the broadcast. So it's going to open up a broadcast studio. Now it's not going to allow me to use the video because I'm already using the video here. We're going to just see, it says it won't access my video or my microphone. So we're going to enter without microphone and camera just to show you. So I've got some uploaded banners and backgrounds and stuff that show me or that allow me to do some cool stuff. So this is an uploaded background of my logo. Comments here. So when you're live, you're able to see all of the comments that come in, no matter where they come in from. So it doesn't make you go look at your Facebook and look at your YouTube and look at all of that stuff. It allows you to see all of those comments coming in. Now you can't necessarily reply to them by messaging, but you can pull them up on screen and reply to them on your screen. So I think if you've watched any of my live videos, anybody that asks a question, we pop them up and we answer them right on screen, which is a really cool way to interact with your clients and your viewers too. The next part is, so we can click show. So actually, this will actually allow me to do it. So this is what it looks like to pop up a comment. So you would pop it up, you'd read it on stream, and then you would answer it, and then you can hide it again. So we go to banners. So banners allow you to say what your show is about. So you want it to look, you know, I've always wanted my stuff to look like a news production, right? Like I want it to look like ESPN. So I can't even pop up my camera up here, but so you're able to put in whatever you want on this banner. It's going to scan across the bottom just like ESPN. So it's going to show, you know, constant rolling if you want it to roll, and it'll show like a ticker. So you can do any of these and pop them up. So it'll just consistently roll across the bottom. Now, when your camera's up here, it'll actually show you your name will always be up there, whatever name you type in to come in. So it's a good way to have, you know, you don't have to introduce yourself because your name's already there. Brand, so you can actually pull in your brand color. So if you have a logo and a setup and a brand pack, you can upload those color hex codes into here, and it'll actually apply directly to it. Now the logos, you do have to create an upload. And then overlays. So this is something that I've utilized, transparent overlays. So it's basically a PNG file, and I'm not going to get too overly complicated here, but it's a PNG file with a blacked out background or transparent background. So it's able to just kind of overlay over the top of my picture. So I've got a couple of them, depending on what my background looks like or what's behind me when I'm filming. And they can change, you know, with the CMA logo or the CMA logo at the top. If it's dark down here, I'm able to change all of that stuff. And then they give you a built-in video countdown. This is really cool because it allows you to utilize a video type feel, right? Like it's going to be like, all right, get them excited. So you can throw this up there. I've also uploaded my own generic intro, so my own introduction to my videos. So what I'll normally do is I'll throw up the 30-second video, and then I'll add the generic intro right behind it. Now, when these are up, your microphones are muted and people can't see you. So it allows you to just like throw up a little bit of an introduction without having to, you know, have them staring at your face or you having to do the introduction every time. So you could record a video of yourself just introducing yourself, and then you wouldn't have to do the introduction after that video rolls. And then the background, they have this built-in leaves background, but obviously I've uploaded my own and used that. Background music. So this is new feature. You can actually choose one of their background musics, which won't get you in trouble with copyright, which is cool. Because that is always a fear. We don't want to have copyrighted music playing in the background because YouTube will take it down and Facebook will flag it and possibly mute it, and then your voice won't be there. So as I said, StreamYard is one of my favorite tools. And I use it, like I said, I use it for going live, obviously, because it gives a better production feel. And then I also utilize it for just filming videos because it gives it a higher level of who's there and shows your name on the screen, and you can show the ticker across the bottom and customize it to your client. And it's just a great tool to be able to use. Now, the other thing that you're able to do is you're able to invite people and bring them in. So you can click the invite button here and you copy this link. You actually have quick links to Gmail, email, and Messenger. So you're able to invite people to come into your live with you. And once they're in there, then you control how it looks. So you can have just your face, or you can put your faces side by side. And obviously this isn't changing anything. Or screen layout, so you can share your screen. So you click share and you can click share screen. You're also able to upload these, like your slides or a video file. So I have a first-time homebuyer, so it will upload my first-time homebuyer slides, and it just allows me to click through them. So you just create it on PowerPoint, and then you're able to upload it and store it in StreamYard, and it becomes another piece of your presentation. So StreamYard has a lot of tools, and that's a very, very quick and dirty overview of it, but it's a fantastic tool that allows you to create some really, really cool stuff. And you don't have to spend a bunch of time trying to edit and all of that stuff. You can just roll with it. The next tool that I'm going to use is also another free one that I pay for the slight upgrade. It's like $40 for the entire year. It's called Screencast-O-Matic. So this is a tool that allows you to screen share and video your screen along with your face. So if you have a presentation that you want to present about someone's house, or I use it as for, a couple different ways. I use it for training for my team. I use it for client presentations. So when we have a new loan in the pipeline, I'm always going to send that client an email, a video email with their loan options. So I want them to choose their rates and fees. I don't want to choose that for them. We're going to let them choose, and we're going to break that all down in a presentation that shows, which loan option would be the best in the short term and the long term, that kind of thing. And I do a side by side with my face and the presentation like that, that breaks it all down. So the tool, you have a capture a screenshot tool, which I've never used except on accident, because I push this button more times than I push this button that I'm supposed to. But it does have a built-in video editor too. So if you shoot it in here, you can edit the video in here. But we're going to go ahead and launch the recorder, and I'll show you. It's very thin. It's very compact. It doesn't take a lot to run it, which is awesome. Which side did it show up on? Let's see. All right, it showed up on my other screen. So give me a second while I try to move it over. All right, so you can see the dotted lines there. And it allows you to fit the screen however you want to whatever you want to record. So gives you 3 options: screen. So now it's just going to record my screen, webcam, just the webcam, or both. So now you can have yourself down here in the corner, and you can move this around, and you can edit, remove the background color, all that stuff, which is really, really cool stuff. I use it where I will go both, and I will put the big version up. So there's 3 different, it's not gonna let me do it because I don't have an actual video in there, but it allows you to pull it to the middle, and it will pull up a big screen over the middle. So it'll be a bit like, just like this, like you can see my face there. And this video, and I could probably show you just a brief explanation of it, or a brief demo of it. So see how I've now minimized myself. I've minimized myself in one of the corners, blocks it out. It shows all of our presentation and that kind of thing. So it's a really cool tool to be able to do stuff that other people aren't going to do. A lot of times, to get people's attentions, I'll actually pop up their house, because it will, depending on how you send it to them. I use BombBomb on the back end, which we'll be covering in another class. But I upload those to BombBomb, and in the preview, it'll actually show their house in the preview, and they're like, hey, that's my house, and they'll click into it and watch it. So there's plenty of different ways that you can utilize this tool to just do what you need to do. And honestly, this is a tool that, if you're looking to hire an assistant or duplicate yourself, this is a tool that you need to use often. And the tool that using this tool, it allows you to record everything you do. So you're able to just jump in and record every single thing that you're doing, like whether it's scrolling through the MLS, how do you do it? Or, finding houses on whatever, you're like finding people, or however you do things, you're able to just record the whole screen. So you don't have to worry about missing things. And also, when you use the screen recorder, it will pop up a little yellow circle around your mouse, so you're able to track your mouse instead of just flying across and clicking buttons. It'll show you your mouse. Now, along this line, one thing that you're going to want to utilize is Tango. Tango, so in conjunction with this, Tango allows you to create the most intricate training that you'll ever see. And I say that because it's the truth. Training while recording your video, you can pop up Tango, click capture workflow, and now Tango will record every click that you make. Down here in the corner, it's recording every click I make. And it'll even record if I change screens. And then we just click pause. And then we click done, the triangle. So now it'll pop up its own window. And then a little celebratory confetti there. But now, as you see, so it's a workflow with Screencast-O-Matic and StreamYard. So now it recorded everything I did. And it breaks down everything with pictures, screenshots of every single click. So you can see how this could be very useful for duplicating what you do. You're able to record anything that is web-based with this, and it's a free extension on Chrome. So if you use Chrome, you're able to add this extension for free, and it ends up being fantastic. I've used this tool a bunch of different times. My staff loves it. I know Brandy loves it. She's a very step-by-step person. Tina has used it as well. It's a great tool to show people what you're doing and how to do it. So, if you have a DocuSign or DocMagic or whatever online system you use, you can create a training around it so that when you send out a DocuSign, you can send it to your client and say, hey, here's how we use DocuSign. Here's how you will click in. Here's what you'll do. You'll review this, you'll review that, and then send this Tango worksheet to them, and it'll step-by-step, it goes right through them, and tag team it with the Screencast-O-Matic. And now they've got a visual, a step-by-step, and the real thing. And there's no way that they can screw it up, right? Because a lot of times our jobs as agents and lenders is just making sure the buyer doesn't do something they're not supposed to do. So as long as we're able to guide them through step-by-step, this creates so much more ease of use for them. And it's a great tool. The last tool that I'm going to share is just Google Sheets. And I'm sure you guys have all heard of Google Sheets, but I know through polling and actual data with agents, not a lot of us have CRM or client retention management systems. And that's a problem because you don't know where your clients are. You don't know when the last time you talked to them was. You don't know what happens day to day because you're not taking notes, and it becomes an issue. You lose a lot of business because you don't follow up, and then you see on Facebook, a month and a half later, shit, they closed with somebody else, and that becomes troublesome, right? Like you're losing business left and right. I lose business left and right, and I have a CRM, so that's I just got a new one, so now I'm excited. I'm using it. We're gonna dive in and use it to its full potential, and I'm not losing clients. I just did 590 emails I sent out, or 590 text messages the other day to clients, and 47 of them told me that they had already closed with somebody else. Think about 47 other deals in my pipeline or in your pipeline. Think about what 47 deals does for you. And that's just because I lost track, right? Like I got busy with other stuff and I stopped paying attention to them, and I didn't put them in a drip campaign that said, hey, buy with me. It ended up not being, that's a lot of money. Think about 2% on every single deal. That sucks. So we have a couple different sheets. This is one that we use primarily, is this sheet. So this is one that I have used in the past. And again, I have a CRM, so I don't use it anymore. So you can see the dates are older. But this is a way to just type all of your information in and be able to track it. And you can sort by date, so you know when the last time you talked to people is, and you just keep going and updating it. This particular sheet actually sends emails for me, and I have that set up through Zapier, which is another tool that we'll talk about down the line. That's an advanced tool as well. But when I change the date in the last contact attempt, or actually this right here, when I change this trigger form here to the date of today, it will send out whatever's in this box. So I'm able to just type in and it'll email the agent and the buyer. And so now I'm able to send out quick contact information, hey, I haven't received the application yet. Hey, it's Wednesday. He should be off. So these notes actually go to me, and then these notes go to the agent. So it's just a way for us to stay hyper active and hyper connected. But it also, again, it's a note system, right? So now you can go 11:25, text it back and forth. Okay, we didn't hear from her. So now what? This is probably one that closes somebody else. But it's just, like I said, keeping track of your clients is super, super important. And if you're not doing it, Google Sheets is a way to go. I can send you this template as well if you want it. It's just a super easy way. And the best thing about Google Sheets is it's always accessible. So whether I'm on my phone, whether I'm on my computer, anywhere I am, I'm able to access Google Sheets, and I'm able to see what's going on. And so you could change this to has a lender email, all that stuff. So you could change this stuff and create a pretty souped up Google Sheet version that would do communication for you and be able to communicate considerably easier than what you're doing right now. So that's all I've got for today. So in the respect of your time, I'll go ahead and stop share here. So if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to type them in the chat box, or once we're all completed here, go ahead and reach out. I'm always accessible. Just feel free to call, text, whenever. I will get information out to each one of you. I do have that event coming up, and we did lock down our location. I'm actually gonna go put the deposit in tonight. So anybody that's in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area, it's going to be awesome. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And I'll be inviting each and every one of you. And those that registered and attended will get first crack at the tickets because there are going to be a limited number. Glenda, you are more than welcome for the information, and keep coming back week after week. And we'll be sending out some good stuff. Next week, we're going to talk about BombBomb and a little bit about HomeBot as well. These are two tools. HomeBot, I do actually have a free version that I can share with you. And BombBomb is a very affordable tool as well that does video and does sending video via email and text message. So if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. And I appreciate you all for being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you next Wednesday.